Okay. So we're going to work on the awning today, all of it, all the way to the front if we have time. And for the colors, I'm using raw umber, cadmium red medium, cadmium red light, titanium buff, and maybe a bit of white later on. So let's start with the one in the back. Round brush, small round brush, because it's a small area here. I'm going to take raw umber and cadmium red medium. I'm going to go as dark as I can. And just fill, all right, let's put some, because it's on, it is already on brown, on burnt umber. It's not showing. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. So it depends on how dark your canvas is. Puccini, are you watching something?
I apologize again.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Are you following?
Not watching. I'm not watching, just
Listening?
Listening, but I forgot to put it down. Before you say it,
it's all right. No
problem. I realized that it was high.
No problem. It's not. It's if you're following, are you following a series or something? Are you watching something specific?
No. I'm not following anything. Just I forgot to.
Yeah.
It was open, and I forgot to.
We don't want you. We don't want you to miss out if you're following something.
Yes. No.
Okay, good.
I don't need to follow this time now.
All right.
After 9 o'clock.
Ah, okay. Anything interesting?
No. The news, something like that.
Ah, okay.
No. Yes.
All right. It takes time with these, with this kind of detail. A little bit of time to do. All right. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just, yeah, that's fine. All right. So once you do this, in the back, if you look carefully, there's a little bit of a thin, very thin line. It's where and I'm not sure we need to put it, but it would be nice. I would say somewhere here. it's the rail that holds. Just like this. It holds the umbrella when they open it. Do you want me to pause so you can do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's not.
Yeah.
And the color is what?
It's raw umber and cadmium red medium.
Raw umber.
Cadmium red medium.
For.
Okay. So now for the exterior part of the umbrella, I'm going to take cadmium red medium, mix it with a tiny bit of, little bit of raw umber, and let's do this part. This is a nice red. So, okay, and eventually we're going to be putting a bit of, you know, a white line that goes all the way. So this part is white. Then from here we pick up red again. And it goes, this is where it gets a bit confusing. Not because I want to, I'm trying to be careful, not because I want the umbrella to look exactly the same. It's just some details are really nice to put there.
You said we can do anything, so go ahead, don't worry.
Yeah. Just make sure it looks good. Okay. Now this part is done. So over on top, the umbrella continues. So I'm going to take, but it's lighter. So I'm going to take cadmium red light. And see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I will put a bit of titanium buff, but I think it works. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. It's working. The color is right. It looks like the top of the umbrella. And I'm going to do the white part, but instead of doing white, I'm just going to take, for now, titanium buff, just titanium buff. And this is even, this titanium buff is going to look a bit too strong, but that's okay.
It's only titanium buff?
Yep, just titanium buff, nothing else. Those, the umbrellas look really nice. I love this. Awesome. That looks really nice. Okay. So let's make, let's put, I'm going to let it dry. It needs maybe, it might need another layer, maybe. But meanwhile, with this same brush, it's a small brush, I have titanium buff on it. And I'm going to do the trim in titanium buff. Again, so what I did is I made sure that my color is wet, my paint, the paint is wet, so it flows easily on the brush, on the canvas, sorry. It flows easily, so this way, and I can control the line, the thickness of the line as well. So I'm not pressing hard. All right, that's good. Now we'll move on to the umbrella next to it, and to see the difference in color, because this is all red over red, you know, it's all the same colors. So what I'm going to do is play around a bit with the values. So let's say if this is dark, this is going to be a little bit lighter so we can see it. So I'm going to take, actually even this part is a little bit lighter, just a tiny bit lighter. So let's do that. Let's take cadmium red medium, introduce a little bit of a cadmium red light in it. I don't want it to look too light. I don't want it to look like this, the top, but I might end up changing the top, making it lighter. And you'll see in a minute why I'm doing this. This is the corner of this umbrella. And then it goes in. And once it goes in, it becomes darker. So because now this and this are very practically the same, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of titanium buff, add it to cadmium red medium and cadmium red light, and then highlight the top part of the umbrella. And this way, it's very subtle. So this way I have dark, medium, light. Do you want me to stop, to pause?
A little bit, because...
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's work on this umbrella here. This one. This one is, I'm going to take cadmium red medium, because for it not to blend with the one behind it, I need to make it a little bit lighter. So cadmium red medium should be a good color. If not, then I will add a bit of cadmium red light, at least in this area where it's overlapping with the one behind it, so we can see it. There's a, if you look at the reference, you will see that this part in the back is a bit confusing, too many lines. So I'm going to simplify this. I'm going to do the front, some of the back, and just leave it like that. I'm not going to follow what I'm seeing in this at this part.
It's just red medium, right?
Yes, cadmium red medium for now. I usually wait for it to dry a bit so I can gauge the value, you know, how light or dark I should go.
It goes up to the line.
Yes, and then this line will become lighter,
Okay.
off-white or white. Right, so I'm going to take a little bit of cadmium red light, mix it with a bit of cadmium red medium, and just highlight this part of the umbrella, this part up here.
Oh, the top.
Yeah, just putting a line right there. Actually, I probably better using just cadmium red light.
Very nice, I like it.
Me too, I know. It's lovely.
There's so many colors.
It's gonna look really nice when it's done.
Yeah. Did you add the light, just the cadmium light, or some of
No,
the...
just cadmium light. Actually,
Light.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And the bottom, darker?
What I'm doing right now?
Yes.
It's mixture of cadmium red light and cadmium red medium, but mostly cadmium red light.
No, for the bottom.
Oh, bottom part here? Here?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Yes, that's
You have a line. You have a line, that's why.
Yeah, this line is actually, okay, so what happened is I had the first layer cadmium red medium, right, inside here. And then I added the cadmium red light and cadmium red medium, and I left the cadmium red medium in there. I didn't touch it. So it looks darker.
Okay.
There's no line. I just highlighted everything here with both reds, and I left this line from the cadmium red medium.
It looks like you have something darker.
Yes. It's just because I didn't, when I used both reds, I didn't I didn't paint this part.
Yeah.
I left it. And I highlighted the top, and I left that. In between these two, I left this part darker.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just going to fill the other part, the light part.
Sorry, I'm just going to step out for a second. My friends just came back from their trip after 2 months. Hold up.
Oh, that's nice. So I'm going to do the light color.
Titanium buff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It looks lighter at your camera. It looks like white.
Really? Yeah, it's because of the lighting.
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm using raw umber that has a bit of cadmium red medium. And I'm going to do the inside of this umbrella. Although here, let's put a bit of more cadmium red medium in it. It's not too dark in the reference. Let's see. No, we need it to go darker. So I'm gonna put more raw umber, because it has to look like it's the inside. I shouldn't look too close to the one in the front. Let's see. Yeah, that's better.
Ladies, I'm going to sign off because my friends are coming inside.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Have a good time. time with your friend Leo.
Bye.
And I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night.
You said raw umber, Leal, right?
Yeah.
Just raw umber.
Yep. Just raw umber with put a bit of thread, just tiny bit of thread. But you know, as long as you can see the front part, and it's not interfering with the front part, that's fine. It's not interfering with this. It doesn't look like the same color. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh my, this is looking really cute. I love it. I know, I love it. All right, I'm gonna pause for a minute.
Isn't boho chic like, it's in the fashion?
What's that?
Yeah.
Nouveau chic?
Boho. Like boho
Boho,
chic.
boho, yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is.
There we go.
Free spirit.
Yes, yes,
Free people.
yes. I like the style anyway.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay, so I am right now. I am mixing raw umber and cadmium red medium, and I'm going to do the interior of.
Okay.
So this is kind of a good color.
Raw umber?
Raw umber and cadmium red medium.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you ignored the lines, right?
Yeah, I'll put them back. It's very hard to paint with the lines on, around them. I'll just put them back on after.
Yes.
And down here. I'm just using now the corner of my brush. And I'm going to go to the other side. So I probably use a round brush for the other side, so I can get a little bit more control. Red right here, that's inside. I'm still working with the inside of the umbrella. And inside is right here. I'm going to take a little bit of cadmium red medium and just put a bit here of cadmium red medium, a little bit, and kind of a little bit here too. Okay. Again, mixture of cadmium red medium and raw umber. And I'm just gonna put a bit of it, this part of the umbrella. The off-white part. Now with this off-white part, the top part, I'm going to add a tiny bit of raw umber to make it a little bit darker than the side part. It doesn't have to be too much, just a little bit. I'm going to let it dry, and if it needs more darkening, then I will do another layer and add a little bit more of the raw umber. I think it needs more. Let's do it right now. Yeah, that's better. A little bit more brown in there, just to push it in. more of the titanium buff, so slightly lighter, not much, because this is going to be overlapping with the one in the back, so you don't want them to blend. And this is the inside of the umbrella, the other part is the outside of the umbrella. Okay. All right, let's do the outside. I'm back to the this brush, flat or bright. And now I'm going to take cadmium red medium, put a bit of cadmium red light in it, titanium buff, it's a little bit, quite a bit more lighter than any of the reds I've used. It's more like a very beautiful red. So the corner of this umbrella is going to be somewhere here. Yeah. Let's take a tiny bit of this combination of titanium buff, sorry, not titanium buff, raw umber and red, and introduce it in, because this highlight right now is looking too light. That's why I don't like to highlight right away. I like to have a color underneath first, and then highlight over it. It looks a bit flat if you highlight right away on dark surface. So raw umber will tone it down as well. It makes it, because I'm highlighting, I don't want it to look too pink. You know, I'm using a light colored, very light color. I don't want it to look too pink. So the raw umber will tone that strong pink and make it more earthy.
And it's light or medium?
What's that? The red?
The red.
It's
Yes.
a combination of both. Cadmium
And
red
plus-
light and cadmium red medium, both of them.
And plus
Plus the raw umber. And what I did at first is I combined these two together, red, medium red and light red with titanium buff, and then I added the raw umber in there.
Okay.
Now I'm going to take a tiny bit of raw umber, more raw umber, and cadmium red medium, and introduce it to that light color. Yeah, that's a good color. And then just and the last part is going to be lots and lots of cadmium, titanium buff with the same color. So I'm adding a lot of that. Cadmium red light, titanium buff. And I'm going to do the top. All right. So since we're doing this color, which is very, very light, there's one here as well. Oh no, jeez. Right. Good. I'm adjusting the color a bit here. You take titanium buff. Lots of water. Round brush. That's good. All right. So for tonight, we're almost done. So I'm just going to use the continue. There's only this umbrella and this one. So if we don't have time to finish this one, it's going to be, I'm just going to combine these two together, or just cadmium red medium and raw umber, and paint the inside. That's it. So if I don't have time to record it, it will be very simple. Just cadmium red medium and a bit of a little bit of raw umber, and that's it, done. So this way we can finish working on the umbrellas tonight.
You have the top. The top? What is the top?
Which top?
On the top of the painting.
Top of the umbrella? This one here. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. It's going to be cadmium red medium and raw umber for that part.
That.
Yeah.
Yes. That.
Yeah. shouldn't be highlighting right away because, all right, let's do that. I don't want it to lift the paint. It's almost lifting.
And the one you did now, what color it is?
This one here?
Yes.
Okay. So I mixed titanium buff with the same colors that I have here, which is cadmium, red medium, and a bit of raw umber. I mixed titanium buff in that same color.
Okay. It looks like the top.
It looks like this one here?
Yes. No. Underneath.
This one.
Yes.
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 Very similar.
Similar.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
So I'm finding this a bit too light. I'm going to darken it with raw umber. A little bit of raw umber. I'll take a picture and send it.
Yes,
in
please.
the email, with the link to YouTube, so you'll see what I've done in here when I finish this part.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, so I'm gonna just paint this straight for now, and then I'll overlap the one on top of it later, because right now it's a bit not very clear.
Yes.
Then I'll overlap the other umbrella on top. This is easier and it's better. So is this dry? Kind of, not really, but I can manage. I'm going to mix the same colors again. Medium, cadmium red medium, raw umber, and titanium buff. Like this kind of color in here. It's very nice. And what I'm going to do is right now just take titanium buff, and this is the last thing I'm doing, and then I'll stop. And just paint the border. All right, we're done.
The picture.
Okay, so for tonight we finished most of the umbrellas in the background. So what's left is the one that is in the front, and I'm going to be using raw umber and cadmium red medium for this one. And then I'll post it on YouTube, probably, of course, without this done. But I will send a picture to everybody after I do this. And it's very easy. Just exactly what we did in the back here, in the one in the back, cadmium red medium, raw umber. And I'm going to put a line in there in titanium buff and raw umber, just a little bit here. Or even kind of maybe highlight this a little bit more with more of the cadmium red medium. But probably I would just put the line in there. Because this is the corner of the, this is the side of the umbrella that's the closest to us. And this is the top. So next week, there's no class, but the week after we will start working on this background right here.